Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more.
Happy Monday. Welcome, guys, to a Feed Me More Nutrition Live. I'm the big guy, Ryback. Going to be answering some questions here today in regards to the supplements and the other questions on dieting, nutrition tips, just various things you might be having trouble with. We don't have any in particular sales going on today other than the YouTube tend to save 10% off of Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com. And we do have also the free yellow workout towel and black face mask with your orders for free. You just select it when the pops up. I'm doing a dry fast here. So I haven't eaten in going on 15 hours, almost 14 and a half hours. And the dry fast, as far as that went on through the night, but I had my liquids in the morning, a bunch of water, the wake up unlimited energy, more water. And then I did a small coffee as well. So I have energy throughout the day to get me into tomorrow on the dry fast. So here I am, and I feel great. Back from BioAccelerator with the stem cells, and just keeping myself occupied. Very difficult if you've not done this, staying busy. Yeah, the towels are normally $14. I'm sorry, I believe the towels are $11.99 normally on the website. We're giving you a free towel, and the face mask is $14.99, and so both of those are free. Good to see you guys as well. Thank you for joining me. I'm seeing if anyone has any questions going on in regards either to the supplements or just in general. Tim, I did your video the other. Hold on, where'd Tim go? There he is. Tim T, I actually did the noodles yesterday. That will be airing Wednesday or Thursday, if I'm not probably Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken on that. And so thank you. Those were actually delicious. They did make me sweat, but I don't want to give up too much information on them. But they were actually, I ate both packages. Absolutely delicious. And to answer your question, Big Guy just wanted to ask if you use a natural deodorant. I'm thinking of switching from Old Spice to a natural vegan deodorant. So I've tried this multiple times, and throughout, not any time recent, it doesn't work for me. I can't. I remember I tried in WWE, and just even working out, waking up, showering, put it on, go work out. I would be smelling before I even, like in the beginning of a workout. It was like it made it worse. And I tried various brands and different things. I had no luck in finding a deodorant that actually worked. So that's one of the things where I'm like, I'd rather not smell, because you can't, even trying to put it on at various points. It was a real problem, and I've tried it a couple times since, thinking, oh, maybe these other deodorants will work, and I've just never found one that worked. I'll tell you the one deodorant and I know a lot of guys that do this, is Secret. The Secret deodorant brand. Their just powdered deodorant is one that does not, even using all the male antiperspirants that I found, they don't work for me. They'll work for a small amount of time, and then so it's finding the right deodorants. That's a tricky situation for a lot of people. Let's see. We'll block this guy. You guys, if you spam the chat, you're done. Have you ever heard of Greg Ducetti? His Calories In and Out and Anabolic Cookbook have really helped me lose a few pounds and keep eating good food. I'm not off the top of my head, not to say that I haven't seen it somewhere, but it does definitely calories in versus calories out is what it all comes down to at the end of the day. And it's just finding whatever formula of that resonates with you best. So I definitely Anabolic Cookbook. I will look that up and see what that is all about. And if it's something that looks like that might interest me, I will purchase it to listen to. So thank you. Or read if it's not available in audiobook. Let's see here. Thank you very much, Hank Williams, for the kind words on Ryback TV. Thank you. I'm feeling great. Feeling great. A lot of softball work earlier on the shoulder after I got done with my morning work. And I got a lot more as I take off from weights here, breaking up a lot of this scar tissue as everything really has calmed down. And with those fresh stem cells in there that actually help with that a lot. Like today I had a massive day because my shoulders, the range improves in the position. The softball breaks up all new scar tissue in different ranges of planes of motion. So, and then I actually am waiting to hear back from my massage therapist that works on my shoulder as well, and seeing if I can't get a session in today. It all depends. I really would like to, on the whole day off today, I start back up cardio tomorrow, just easy cardio for about a week, and then I'm going to pick it up. Let's see here. Happy Monday to everybody joining me. Dr. Squatch soap, all natural. Yeah, I do use a natural soap though. I they have a natural body wash at Walgreens that has different, like an aloe vera or a mango. They have the whole deal. And I do use that though. I find it's really difficult. It's just, you got to be really conscious of there's varying levels of all of this on it, and some things are worse than others and whatnot. But yeah, we use a lot of natural cleaners and soaps also, things of that nature. But it's something that it is. I don't think all chemicals are necessarily bad in that, but I do think the closer you stay to what we have on the planet, probably better off. Let's see what we got going on here. Thank you. Yes, on the thumbnail, that was, I've always stayed in shape. It's all posing and angles. Amir asked, what made you fully change to go vegan? And are you used to the foods you can eat and can't eat? Yeah, very used to it now. I'll be 22 weeks tomorrow, which is a good amount of time. And I wanted to improve. It was the one thing I had not fully dived into until I had Austin Aries on the podcast, and then him being with BioAccelerator and Sarah Brandow, who is their nutritionist and also vegan. And I was doing primarily vegetarian for the year and doing cheat meals though for Ryback TV once or twice a week on some weeks. And I just wasn't doing a few things right, even doing the vegetarian diet. And I was allowing myself the cheat meals, which if you eat meat and that stuff, especially the amounts I was eating, stuff sits in you for 10 days. And so I wasn't fully even vegetarian. And I just decided I had inflammation still, had morning back pain. And I went all in. I learned about the foods. I asked what were the protein foods and started reading about them. I bought everything. I threw out all my stuff, bought all new stuff, and just went all in. Literally just went all in. And within 2 weeks, all the inflammation in my body, it just felt so much better. I had no more back pain in the morning. And I didn't even realize it at first. And I was just like, all of a sudden I go, wait a second, my back doesn't hurt in the morning, when I was carrying Sophie down the stairs. And my performance has increased. Like I said, cardio, I'm putting on muscle, and it was just an easy choice. The more I've learned about it, and I think if you hit your protein numbers, my diet's never been more diverse. It's actually really easy, and that's not to say that having, I think, meat and chicken, especially if it's quality, and on that every once in a blue moon is the end of the world. I don't. I think it's not good the way we're farming the animals with the factory farming and the antibiotics we're pumping full in them, and what we're doing and just eating the amounts that we're eating. I think we're never meant to be that way, and with dairy and inflammation and all that, it's not good. And I think it's not natural for that. And I think if you find the vegan, plant-based stuff using foods, the cheeses and things, and a lot of like the butters, like they're as good, if not better, in my opinion, especially when you get away from the dairy, you really start to see, because you feel so good as well. So it's like every meal that you eat, you're just improving. So it's just, it was something I decided to go, why am I ignoring this? And I've tried everything else, or as much as I thought. And I'm noticing I feel like I'm getting younger, and I feel better than I have in my 20s. So. Yeah, you could take the protein shake after cardio days. Protein is protein, guys. If you're just looking to hit your numbers, it's a great way to supplement with it. I will say don't supplement protein shakes in place of micronutrient dense meals. And what I mean by that is it's okay to supplement the protein to get your protein, but don't, like, if you're gonna, like, if you have a salad with some veggies, have something with it still, whether it's some rice and beans, something. Don't, like, and it's okay to just have shakes here and there, but you always want it, you want to get your vitamins and minerals too. Yeah, I think the Joe Rogan stuff happens when I'm back wrestling. Personal opinion. I think for people to understand what has actually gone on, I need to get back to what I was doing prior to my injuries. I'd like, even though the win is my quality of life now and what I'm doing, I think just the way that the world works and the simplicity of some people's minds, they need to see me back on TV for the win. So I think that happens down the road, and the story picks up tremendous traction from that point on. Everything that's kind of going on with my social being suppressed and things right now, it's all going to be overcome at the right time and point. It is a 10-minute answer to every question. I like to be thorough and talk to the people that ask me questions. So find something else to complain about, brother, because you're losing. I can guarantee it. Losers complain, winners work. It's the way it works. That's the way of life. But you're feeding me your attention and your energy, and I love it. So feed me more. The No Kill Chicken is actually the best brand I've had, and they're at the Whole Foods, and the Natural Grocers has them. I believe it's called No Kill. They got chicken. Someone told me to go get their pork. That they're no pork. It is that, but the chicken is the best plant-based chicken I've ever had. It might be my favorite plant-based meat out of all of them. Those, I will say though, the Beyond Meat sausages and the spicy sausages are really good as well. Great point right here. Hang on. Winners have the right to complain too. Once you realize that complaining, as far as stuff in relation that has nothing to do with you, or it doesn't benefit you, and just looking to argue, you're distracting yourself. It's a mindset. It's a loser mindset. And you've realized that time is better spent working. All the successful people in the world know this. Not to say that you're not going to make little things here and there, but it's a fact, brother. Like, if you have that kind of mindset, chances are you're looking to distract yourself. And all the great minds say that. So, and I thoroughly agree with it, specifically on things that don't really have to involve you. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. You read dirt sheets. That's not true. If you follow the content, 99.9% not dealing with that. And that directly involves me with stuff that I have going on. So entirely different, which I have to publicly talk about it in order to gain traction for what I'm trying to do and what's going on with my social media. Not educated on the matter. Bam, you just got served. Please move on. Dylan Fury asks, I'm back with the donation. Keep up the good work in your business. Thank you very much, Dylan. Kurt asks, I have a question. Is it healthy to eat a protein bar 3 times a week? Thanks. It depends on the protein bar that you're eating. I'm not particularly fond of them. I don't know of any vegan protein bars. I don't know what your diet is. I used to occasionally eat the Quest protein bars that had stevia, even though they do have flavors that don't. But it has dairy in it, so I haven't had those in quite a long time. I think it's as long as it fits into your calories and your macros for the day, I don't think it's the end of the world. I just think to the end of the day, that the more we could eat real food, the better with that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think it's you're going to be the one that could best answer that by how you're doing it and how you feel. Sometimes people get in the habit especially when they first start learning about healthy eating, they eat as much processed, quote unquote, healthy foods as possible. And I've done this in the past, not to the degree I've seen of a lot of people, but I've known like I've seen women that go into and start eating healthy or trying to eat healthy, and they're not eating the fruits and the vegetables or select fruits and vegetables and salads and things. They just dive in to like buying in the healthy section of the food store that's all processed, that has very little micronutrients in it, and actually eating worse because they don't know how to count calories yet. And so they think they could eat as much of the healthy stuff as possible, and they actually end up gaining weight. It's so you gotta, there's a line with this stuff, is eating one here and there and replace when you don't have food available to you. That's a little different situation rather than just buying them to eat them selectively every day for lunch. You know what I mean? I think that's a little bit more of a lazier mindset, or not being fully educated on the matter. You want to eat as much real food as possible. My opinion. Not a fan of the yoga stuff, brother. It doesn't help me. I believe in aspects of it. That was actually, and I had to tell him, actually was hurting me. And I was doing that in WWE. It actually made my problems much worse. It was causing more instability. Nothing against it. I think it works for a lot of people. I think it's also, you have to understand what's going on with your individual body. And the people I've talked to and the physiotherapist I've talked to overcome my problems, that was causing me, and just that in general, stretching was causing a lot of instability where I needed massive stability, and learning to strengthen the core with weights for me, for how strong I am, solved a lot of my problems with everything that I had with the stem cells. I think it's a fantastic program, though. I love everything he's done with it. That's just my honest. I don't bullshit on stuff. I've answered that before, though, for sure. But good to see all of you guys. Again, you can save 10% on Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com with discount code YouTube10 free workout towel and face mask with your orders right now, guys, at checkout. Hello, hello. Doing well. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we'll kind of filter out some of the wrestling people here with the marks. What supplement of Leo asks, what supplement of yours would you recommend for core workouts? Again, I mean, no supplement directly is, I don't know how it ties in, but I think the Wake Up Unlimited Energy is our energy pre-workout formula, no calories, keto, fasting, safe. I think that will help give you added energy to do whatever type of workouts you're doing, whether that be core workouts or any other sort of physical activity. So I would recommend the Wake Up Unlimited Energy for that, Leo, no doubt. I do like. I haven't rode a bike in a long time. Skateboarding not since I was younger, but I think bike riding and things I think are very, very good for people, especially if you really, really enjoy it. That's something I haven't rode a bike in quite some time, but here in Vegas, I have thought about it because I got friends that do it. Tommy boy, I'm not sure what is the all day you may. If I believe that is a Rich Piana who's passed away. Um, his supplements, not a fan of his supplements. I think they're horrible, quite frankly, with the aspartame and sucralose. And I'm not a fan of the way he promoted life. And I've met people here in Vegas that take on his very problems that he have because they worshipped him. And I think that was it's a very dangerous mindset with the drug game and everything. But at least he was honest in an industry where a lot of people aren't. So that I do give him credit for. I don't know what that product is, so let me see. I have a cold tub in my backyard, actually. Tommy, if you could put what the product is on the comments, so I'm looking, I can answer your question on which one compares to it, though. I have a cold tub though in my backyard and hot tub that I do routinely, and usually in the winter I'll just jump in my pool, not the actual. I save the cold tub for the summer. You tried protein in the past, but you're more constipated. You're not consuming enough fiber, point blank. We're meant to be consuming a lot of fiber. The standard American, the Western diet, the American diet is almost just strips it of fiber, which causes a lot of health problems. So you need to eat foods, add things into your diet with the chia seeds and hemp hearts. I'm trying to think of some other off the top of my head with that. Chia seeds and hemp hearts in a lot of just vegetables will increase your fiber, where you will be much more regular. We're meant to go to the bathroom constantly, actually, by the way. We're not meant to be having food in our intestines with meat and chicken sitting in there for 10 days. It causes a lot of problems. So I would say that you're adding even more protein onto that, and with the lack of fiber is causing more issues, most likely. Maybe not, but I would say add more fiber, real fiber, and not even a fiber supplement. I would say fiber through food. All right, buddy, we're going to go ahead and good to see you guys. Thank you for joining me. Matthew says, I struggle to lose weight due to addiction to soda. Any suggestions to replace soda? Yeah, I think look into the Zevia brand. That's something, and I have them in my fridge in there. They're sweetened with stevia. They're calorie free, no artificial sweeteners or colors, and they have all the flavors. And I think you can get them at Whole Foods or most of the chain grocery stores. I know Target has them as well. Find the flavor. I would try to buy it maybe the sample pack on Amazon where you can get all the flavors, like their rainbow thing of all the majority of the flavors, and see which one you like best, and then just order those moving forward. I think you can even order all of them on Amazon right to your doorstep on that. If you don't feel like getting them from the grocery store, I love all the flavors. It's just find the flavor though that you like best and stick with that. Or if you like multiple flavors, then do that. But Zevia, Zevia. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Leaning is harder than bulking. I think it just depends on your metabolism and how good you are with your diet. Both take work. Both take work. Fasting, I would say, is a better way to get your blood sugar under control over the keto diet. I think too, and I've done keto in the past, and I look my worst doing that. And that was, again, just me. But I've seen a lot of people that do the keto diet and they lose a ton of weight, but they're skinny fat. And what I mean by that is they were really overweight when they started. And what they've done is they've just reduced their calories over a period of time, and they've lost weight, but they still look horrible, in my opinion. I see it all the time where they would look much better with a balanced diet with a calorie reduction. And usually I see people like this, and people I talk to, they go, yeah, you hold on to body fat on your stomach in weird areas on it. I don't think it's good. And I think you can lose weight on it because of calories in versus calories out. But I think it causes much more problems, specifically carb problems, because when you're eliminating a major food group and the micronutrients that food group can provide, I think it can cause more problems. Sophie and little guy actually are on a mixture of organic processed food that we cook with vegetables and a plant-based food as well. To lose weight, you want to have calories in versus calories out at the end of the day. You want to be burning more calories than you are consuming. I read what I can see in the chat, brother, but I see yours right now. So you guys try not to complain over things. It doesn't do anyone any good. The 1-2-3 muscle joint tendon formula, yeah, can be taken every day, and you will, over a period of time, I feel you will reap the rewards of it. It is very, very good. It has helped me a lot, also with the arthritis I have in my right shoulder. I have not looked at NoCal, but I will for the protein bars. Thank you for the recommendation on that. If you want to gain weight, you just simply consume more calories than you're burning. And again, the closer you keep that to your basal metabolic rate, you will keep your body fat in check much better. The crazier you get on your diet and the sloppier you get, and the higher you get over your basal metabolic rate and calories that you need to maintain, you're going to put on added body fat. Some people don't mind that. I'm a believer in it's not healthy, and you want to try to keep it as reasonable as possible. This is actually a funny, I'll read this. Hello, big guy. Bought some of your products and I feel better and look better. Better dick too. Anyways, how was your Valentine's Day? I had a very good Valentine's Day. Thank you very much. And I'm happy you were enjoying the products. Matt Morris with a super chat. Hey, Ryback, we met back in 2017 at a UCW event in Halifax. I remember that very well. That was the beginning of my stem cell procedures, actually. I was actually, true story. They did a fat stem cell procedure on my shoulder. My whole side was so inflamed from the procedure, from where they took the body fat. And I'll never forget that. I remember that event. It was a signing. How has the law of attraction practice evolved? Love your positivity. Funny you ask that. They just sent a copy of the greatest The Greatest Secret, which I've already listened to the audiobook that they sent me, but Rhonda Byrne sent me the physical copy that just came in the mail today, actually. It's just constantly going back and listening to those books. I listen to The Power quite frequently, which deals with the law of love, which ties into all of that. It's just reading books on, it's reading and listening for reminders. And then for me, books that help me with what I'm doing in my life right now on business. I don't get too caught up as much as I feel like once you get it, but you need the reminders, especially in living in a negative world, to stay on track. But for me, the best thing for me, regardless of what's going on, is revenue solves all problems, which I got from my marketing books. So I focus on sales. I focus on my business. I focus on my brand. And keeping a positive mindset on my goals. So I don't really, the negative stuff's always going to be there, and I can just boom, block it, shut it out, keep doing what I'm doing. Don't get caught up in the distractions. And it's been an evolution of the positive mindset on that more often than not. And what a lot of people don't realize too, like you'll hear, this is what we'll get from people. All you ever do is complain about WWE. I get this all the time from the portion. These are just people that read dirt sheets. They don't realize how they're being manipulated and their own faults. They're the problem reading the dirt sheets and the people that write them. They don't realize that if you actually follow everything, it's 99.9% loving and positive. And then that stuff is taken out of context to begin with. They don't understand how it deals with me in relation to the company that is holding on, not me holding on, that they're holding on and causing problems that I have to speak up on occasionally to get the problem solved, which we are working on relentlessly, especially on the social media side and on the trademark side. We're kicking their ass. Beautiful thing. But these people are in a negative mindset and they're looking at negative garbage. And then they say, all they see, if they see headlines with me, they blame me. They don't realize that I don't want any part of that. I don't care about that. These are people manipulating them for clickbait. And then they get mad and they go, you're so negative, you're so blah, blah, blah. They go, you talk about positivity. They don't even realize that all you have to do is essentially be positive 51% of the time. You can be negative 49% of the time. You'd be making massive progress. Problem is they're negative 100% of the time usually. They don't realize though that it's a 99.9%. I'm human, and maybe 95%. That okay, there's a little negativity in there, but it's a little negativity with a purpose on my goals, and I'm doing the work. Where it's an entirely different mindset, and they fail to realize that. So, but I'm constantly trying to learn and evolve what I know, and I have found that just keeping, no matter what's going on, no matter who wants to make the noise in the world, that I don't get caught up in it, and I just keep doing what I'm doing and working on my goals. Revenue solves all problems. That taught me a lot, and I really that rather than if anything you get upset at, nope, just keep working, focus on the goals. I hit a $10,000 deal. Oh, I feel good. Nothing could bother me. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't let anything take you away from just keep doing what you're doing on that. And so that's kind of how I've evolved. And but it's continuously listening to these books. I'm a big fan of Grant Cardone too. And Be Obsessed or Be Average. That book that's a hustler. And that with the law of attraction, unstoppable. Pakistan, hello, hello. I do. I love Northeast Wrestling. Big Mike over there. They're one of my favorite indie promotions to work for that I did. You, Jeff, as far as his 1,500 calories too low for someone and who's 21, you need to look up your basal metabolic rate, and there's a calculator you can look at online, put in your activity level, and they'll give you the amount of calories you need for maintaining, for losing body fat, and for gaining weight. Highly recommend doing that and getting a ballpark idea of what you need. I wasn't, Daniel Bryan was the only one at the time that I knew of that was vegan. Then he even stopped at some point and went back to eating. I'm sure he still was plant-based majority of the time, but I know he had a lot of difficulty early on finding vegan foods on the road, especially at that time, 2012, 13. It was a little different time. And, but I found it, I was in Colombia all week, and they had one restaurant that had some good vegan choices, and then another one that was a meat and chicken place. Ms. Carnes, the guy, they knew who I was, and they would make me a vegetable rice and bean thing with avocado every day with some quinoa as well. I'd go there for an early lunch, late breakfast after my bioaccelerator procedures in the morning. And so I found, but I didn't eat nearly as much protein when I was there, because when I'm here, I have the Beyond Meat or the plant-based meats with the nutritional yeast and all my the seitan and the hemp hearts. I didn't bring any of that, and I got through the week just fine. But on the road, and like Daniel, because we rode together early on, he had some, I remember him always, he was very limited. If we would go get to McDonald's and I would get, grilled chicken breast or their whatever their chicken is, and double Big Mac or double quarter pounders with no bread, right? That would be a meal times with like the pickles and ketchup and cheese on it or whatever. And I would eat that, and Cody would get his stuff, and Dan would get like a salad and have a protein shake. And like it was not easy for that time, and a lot of places didn't have the options. So now, though, I do believe there's a lot more guys that are doing it, and I think once you realize your performance is greatly enhanced on it as an athlete, it's like a no-brainer. So I'm really proud to be able to represent this and show people that it all comes down to just your protein consumption within your training if you want to build muscle. You guys, easy on the wrestling questions here. This is. Luca asked Ryback Rules. This is from Twitch. Do you have anything that will make my penis bigger? It's only 7 inches right now, and my wife is very disappointed. The Big Guy All Natural Testosterone Booster is not going to actually make your penis longer, as far as like a lot of those penis pills on the porn sites will say. It will increase your blood flow, though, and it will allow you to maximize your erection, so that you are up to the best of your ability. And I would say that just to learn to be satisfied with what you have. I think there's a lot of people out there that would probably love to I guess, have your penis size. And then there's others out there that have a bigger penis. That is life. And so I think you need to learn to be happy with what you have and learn how to use it. And obviously she married you, so she didn't hate it that bad. And that would be my advice. So the Big Guy Testosterone Booster and Libido Booster will help you in that regard, but it will not actually make it bigger. Great question. It made my day. Ricky, that's a great question, actually. Ricky Scurvy asks, are there any supplements to make mine smaller? My penis is unfortunately massive and has paralyzed many. I'm looking to lose at least 3 inches. I would say look into ephedra. Ephedra will definitely shrink it there. And as far as not permanently, but it will make it appear as it's much smaller, and maybe you could fool a few more people until you paralyze them. Good question, Ricky. All right, Pakistan, I can't, damn it. I've acknowledged you, Pakistan, so chill out, all right? I've acknowledged you. Apple cider vinegar is very good for that, and adding it in. We have that in the Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, and there's a lot of benefits to it. Apple cider vinegar is something I used to take the liquid all the time, and it doesn't taste great, but I found that we use the powder, the concentrated powder in the Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, and I absolutely love it. I don't think there is. I think the best source of protein is eating complete proteins, obviously, which you could do that eating plant-based foods. Nutritional yeast is a complete protein. A lot of the plant-based meats are all complete proteins. Pea protein, the protein powder we're using for the ISO Hungry caramel cookie plant-based, plant-powered protein is a complete amino acid protein. Tofu is a complete protein, very good for you. It's a superfood. Don't believe all the BS that they have out there on it with estrogen and things like that. And get blood work, and you'll see for yourself how much BS is out there with all that. And then eating a diverse plant-based diet, you can get, complete proteins that way. And then obviously eating, animal products are complete proteins, but at what cost to your heart and a detriment to your blood flow. Yeah, Thimble, check out the Big Guy Testosterone Booster. I'm telling you, I think you will be happy with it. It's a hell of a question, Jack. Do I plan on going to Hollywood and then movies, and do I also plan on boxing and MMA? Well, can you pick one career, Jack? Because right now I'm an entrepreneur and I own Feed Me More Nutrition, and that takes up like all my time. And I also got my health back to go back to pro wrestling. So I mean, but should I stop everything and then go to box and conquer the boxing world, and then go in MMA and conquer MMA? And they're like, "Hey, Hollywood, look at me." I mean, I don't understand some of your guys' what your deal is. I'm having the time of my life working for myself. I don't really, I'm happy. So maybe you should go do that. I think you'd be take the chance, bet on yourself, brother. Go do it. Hello, hello. Welcome, guys. You could save 10% on Feed Me More Nutrition with discount code YouTube10 on feedmemore.com. The Big Guy Testosterone Booster, Kurt, on feedmemore.com is the natural testosterone libido booster. There's not another product that like it is comprehensive of a formula that uses many ingredients that we use. And we also have a natural Viagra Cialis in it called Butea Superba, which is amazing. Organic flax seeds are amazing, and research shows 2 to 3 tablespoons a day, amazing for the prostate as well. Flax seeds are another great thing to add in. Ricky, the master class is in session, brother. Welcome. Never change, Ricky, never change. The gift certificates are on the website, and they're listed the prices that we have on there. I don't know enough about Weight Watchers. I would say just learn to eat real food, save yourself a bunch of money and effort. I think if you do those for a short period just to get yourself on track with calories, that maybe is not a bad thing, but you'll never go wrong making your own food. Patrick, welcome. I'm not one of those CrossFit haters. I think those people are amazing athletes. I just think if that's what you do, that's what you do. You're never going to tell anyone. I like to do strength training and I like to do my conditioning separate. I do some different elements of cross training, CrossFit that I think is beneficial. But I think for what I do and for wrestling, I think CrossFit can be extremely dangerous in that regard. And I'd rather be strong and have the best conditioning and then and train for my actual job. I think when doing things like deadlifts or cleans and you're repping out with a significant amount of weight and form is imperative on that stuff, I think it could be dangerous. But I also, it's not, if that's what you do, those are the chances that you take, and the people know that going into it. Those people are extremely, extremely just physical specimens. So I have no hate. Like, that would be, me hating on that would just be insecure. I'm secure with everything that I do, and I know that stuff is all physically very challenging. So I think sometimes it's like the people, whatever you do is the best, right? And then you want to convince everybody that what you do is the best. As long as you know it's the best for you and your particular, what you're doing in life, that's all that matters. You don't got to push that on anybody else. You could share your experiences without knocking what other people do. If you have not been working out in 3 years, I mean, you just start back, man. I don't know how long it's going to take you to get results, but I would say you're going to feel so much better after the first week already. Mentally, you're going to feel like you're going the right direction. And I'd say after a few weeks, you're going to start seeing changes if you're doing everything right, if not sooner, if not sooner. Good to see you guys. Thank you very much. Welcome to my Feed Me More Nutrition Live. You can save 10% on Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com with discount code YouTube10. Free workout towel and face mask right now on feedmemore.com. Usman's a machine, Usman. He was just a bioaccelerator as well. He's part of the BioX family. Hashtag BioXmen. I'm an incredible machine. Thank you very much, Joseph. You're welcome, Kurt. I do think it will help you. Walking your dog is fantastic exercise, and it's good for your dog. I've been doing very well. Thank you, guys. All right. See if there's one more question and we're going to wrap up for today. Life is very good. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm actually getting a call here. I'm going to wrap up. I believe it's the cable company calling once again. Thank you very much for watching. Feed Me More Nutrition, feedmemore.com. Feed me more.